resource you have here is the thousands of kids that you have walking around. Think about it. The thousands of kids that you have walking around, say they're a freshman. Well, those freshmen came from a high school. I can guarantee you those freshmen have seniors and juniors and sophomores in high school that follow their brand and their page. So if that freshman is talking positively about Sweetbriar, or if that freshman is talking positively about Roanoke College, then their following is going to see it. I'm going to say, man, if it's awesome for Mary and Catherine, then it's going to be awesome for Jamie. If it works extremely well for Nathan, then it's going to be perfect for Tom Daly. That's exactly how you should leverage your student body. Final one, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. The beautiful aspect of social media is the memory is short and forgiving. It's not like you're making a mistake in print or on TV. People are willing to forgive on social media. Ashton Kutcher goes on to the Country Music Awards into a 10-gallon cowboy hat, boots all the way up to his knees, insulting the people, going with this country dialect, a he-all type of attitude, making fun of people. He gets ripped on social media the next day, gets ripped on social media 24 hours after that. 72 hours later, he issues an apology through his Twitter stream. That apology gets picked up by all the traditional outlets. Next thing you know, Ashton Kutcher is back to being the golden boy. Social media and digital marketing have short memories. Goals for the next 30 days, stay ahead of your competition, establish goals and benchmarks. Please say, team, we are going to reach 5,000 likes by this date, and make sure everybody knows it. Set an established goal or benchmark. If you're going into your doctor's office and you're overweight, or 35, 40, 50 pounds, whatever it may be, what is your doctor going to say? He's going to say, Jerry, you need to drop some pounds. Drop this many by this date. You should be doing the same thing with your brand. That is all she wrote. Please, if you have any questions, throw them my way. I'm certainly going to be at the dinner tonight. Lisa, thank you for having me. I'm open-minded to, willing to work with you guys, open-minded to anything. I can work with your time. This is new, guys. It's the Wild West, which means you're in a very good position. Please, if you have anything, let me know. Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just amazing and overwhelming at the same time. Just a period of time, we were to have a CICD roundtable discussion about social media. We'd like you to remain and perhaps, I think, probably just continue to ask questions or exchange information among ourselves. If anybody wants to continue with Jerry or,
Has anybody successfully navigated the dance between your college relations office and your admissions office as far as who controls Facebook posts, admissions versus the cloak of branding, as you put it?
See, right there, I think that almost there epitomizes, thank you for saying this, that epitomizes the problem, right? It's you have one department here and one department here in a struggle for control. And a struggle for who's going to be the voice, who's going to be the tone, what's the motif behind the post. And I think that's why it's a very good question. If you're able to sort it out in-house, do that. It's going to save you time and money. Might not save you time, it'll save you money. But I think that's why that independent third party can come into play, because that independent third party is not going to be partial. That independent third party is not going to care about office politics. That independent third party is not going to be like, oh, I got to watch out for John. He's the head honcho here. And I got to watch out for Lisa because Lisa wants John's job. And Lisa's targeting John, and she wants her voice heard too. That independent third party doesn't care. That independent third party, all they care about is your brand being in the forefront, because they're not going to get that renewal unless you're getting return on investment. Does that help?
It's kind of funny how we did it, because the admissions office actually started the Facebook page for the college. So we started it, and then the college took it over, but it's still an admissions piece. Well, then we hired a whole different social media person who works in conjunction with admissions and the college relations or the communications person. So I don't know, it's sort of three of us, I guess, that are all doing it, but admissions does not have a separate Facebook page. We have our class on our Facebook. But, you know, we could only have so many people working on so many different things.
Sure.
We had the one Facebook page that we all sort of be in.
Well, here's a good example is we manage the brand, the identity of a shopping center. The shopping center has roughly 12 tenants. Prior to us joining the fray, one of the tenants was doing the brand identity for the entire shopping center. Whether subconsciously or intentionally, guess whose storefront got most of the publicity? The one that was managing the content. She swears she was not doing it intentionally, but we came in and we said, 100 posts for yours, 60 to 70 posts for everybody else. That's why that independent third party, because they don't have ties to you, because they're not afraid to step on any toes, can come in and say, that's not the way it should be. This is the way we should go. And when we came in, immediately there was an equitable process to it, and immediately the other ones were getting more return on investment than when she was doing it. I think, guys, that we will see Facebook pages for every department at your school. And imagine the possibility if you're one of the first, we're talking less than 5% nationwide, to feature Facebook pages for every department in your school. Think about that. And you can get students involved. We can create perhaps some type of internship around the idea where it's focused on marketing, social media, digital strategies. That sounds like an internship waiting to happen right there. School credit waiting to happen right there. And you take the work out of perhaps the hands of the professors. Now, granted, they're going to have final approval, or the faculty, and you leverage your most valuable resource, the 18 to 22-year-old that doesn't understand his or her true value yet.
I have a question. We kind of went that route too. We started the Facebook page in Nations, and then PR wanted to put things on it, but they really like our Women's Institute and communities and all that sort of stuff, and I don't really think that includes students very well. And so,
I agree.
We said, okay, take it, and we created the Fair Admissions page. Each of our counselors has a page. We've got a class on a page. But sometimes I wonder if we have too many pages, do we confuse people?
That's a good question, and here's a good example. Easter Mennonite has 2 pages. There are 2 pages with Easter Mennonite. If you search Washington and Lee, you see 2 pages. We did that. There are 2 pages there. You need to congregate. You need to aggregate those. But I think if you have individual pages for each department, you can take the mother page. Let's call her the big head honcho page that has all the traffic. And then you can take the individual department pages, and you can leverage the traffic in the community that's on the mother page to drive eyeballs to the subsidiaries, to the children.
But I know where we are. There's no way we can get around getting stuff up fast enough that we want on our Facebook page in admissions and go through PR. It's just not going to happen.
Anybody have any examples of solving that problem? Anybody solve it?
Well, I don't say we've solved it, but it's a process where we work, the admissions office, we got together with our marketing PR office, and we actually convinced them to create a user group, because we have about 20-some pages at Shenandoah. So now we have a monthly meeting with all of our different departments on campus that have a Facebook page, and we're kind of working together to talk and solve problems. And this question of have we diluted our pages too much has come up actually at our last meeting, and we were talking about doing some aggregation of some pages. But it's, I won't say that it's solved, but we're trying to work more together
Sure.
instead of being so siloed, and so it's moving forward, but I won't say it's done.
Absolutely. And a good, I'm sorry.
Is that you have faculty members, programs, people who just start up their own, and they're not going through official channels, so it makes it very difficult
Sure.
to splinter it back together.
Well, I think here's what I think the game plan should be. The Facebook page for the school itself is going to be more of a professional tone, not as professional as the website, but more professional than probably the individual departments. So the corporate page, the school Facebook page, the main one, the mother page, is going to be the professional page that sets the tone. If you're then able to get the individual department pages that have been splintered, and you're able to say, look, if you have good content, put the content on your page, shoot us over an email, and then we'll go and act as the mother page and share it so it comes on ours. A good example of that is, you guys, everyone, I think most people know that you can interact on Facebook as a person or as a brand. So the mother brand, and I'm sorry for this analogy, I can't think of a better one, but the mother brand can interact as herself and then go to the child's brand, which is the department, you get my analogy here, and click share. So that share is then funneled to the mother page. And then what happens? The mother page that might not have enough content is then leveraging the content that's sent in from the children's pages, and it goes right there. And the children page, the department page, gets more eyeballs and traffic because the mother page has more traffic than any of the other ones. Does that make sense?
So if you're doing that, are you really at risk for having too many pages?
No. I don't think you get too many pages, because I think there's solidarity and there's a fraternity with the student bodies that fall within each department. You know, I was proud to be religious studies and sociology. You know, I had my classmates, the guys I would see Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the guys that I would see in discussion. You know, and we built this fraternity, this solidarity, and we had the T-shirts. You know, we all see the UVA Med or the Hampton-Sydney, whatever it may be, history T-shirts. And that solidarity is something we have to capitalize on, because that solidarity, you're turning your students who really believe and would die for this brand because they're doing it for 4 years of their life, you're turning them into an evangelist for your individual departments. And when they become evangelists for your individual departments, next thing you know, people that are not enrolled in the school are going to be seeing that, and then that's when your admissions picks up.
Now, we do that between the main page and admissions page, but we still have two.
Mm-hmm.
They pick up our content. So, I think that's okay.
I think having a main page and admissions page is splintering the brand. Because I think admissions falls under that mother analogy I was using. I think the admissions is going to fall under the brand for the entire school, whereas the individual departments, that's not splintering the brand.